Hey guys, and welcome to my preview of El Clasico, the biggest game in the world, in the football world. El Clasico. You know who it is. Real Madrid versus Barcelona at the Bernabéu. And this is a title decider. This game will decide who will win the La Liga title. Real Madrid are 3 points clear with a game in hand. So if they win, that pretty much secures the title. As for Barcelona, they can blow the title race wide open with a win here. So it's finally balanced this game. Going into it, Real Madrid would be the favourites because they've had a more consistent season. And they've got to the Champions League semi-finals. In fact, the semi-final draw was today. And guess who they're facing? Atletico Madrid. It's going to be another Madrid derby. Madrid derby every year. 2013-14 the final. 2014-15 the quarterfinal. Last year the final. And this year the semi-final. So, that was just that was pretty cool. It's gonna be them not in the final, so that means we won't have an all Madrid final for once. As for Barcelona, well, they got knocked out hopelessly by Juventus. When I say hopelessly, I mean hopelessly. They lost the first leg 3-0, and they missed a whole load of chances in the second leg to try and get through. To try and give at least a chance of getting that miracle win again. But that doesn't mean that Barcelona can't win this. But to be fair, I really doubt that Barcelona can win this because they've got problems everywhere. First of all, the manager just looks out of ideas. Luis Enrique looks out of ideas completely. Secondly, the recruitment system has been terrible. It really has. If you look at Real Madrid, right, you don't even in Barcelona, right? They're over dependent on MSN, and now Neymar is suspended for this game. So when Messi was injured earlier in the season, they were like a completely different team. You can't be too hard on them. If any team had Messi, they would be a completely different team. But that's too much. They lost to Celta Vigo. They lost to Man City. It was just it really was terrible. And the difference between them and Real Madrid is that Real Madrid have game changers off the bench. So let's say they start the game. The front three will be Bale, Benzema, and Ronaldo. Let's say if the game is not going too well, they have Marcos Asensio to bring on, Alvaro Morata to bring on, James Rodriguez to bring on, Isco to bring on, and these are all world-class players. Marcos Asensio, brilliant dribbler, scored in the second leg of the Bayern tie in the Champions League. James Rodriguez, he's long proven how good he is. Alvaro Morata, one of my favorite goal poachers, and then Isco, who just seems to be scoring so many important goals lately. If you look at the Barcelona bench, it's almost nothing. It's almost nothing. Really, you've MSN. Let's say you start a game with MSN. Messi, Suarez, Neymar, obviously. And let's say you start a game with them. The game's not going too well. You've Paco Alaquer, and Andre Gomez. These are not top quality players. They may have been bought for hefty fees, but these are not top quality players. Real Madrid have top quality players on the bench. And for me, that is the big difference between Real Madrid and Barcelona. Right, so let's get on with the battles. And the first battle is going to be between the two goalkeepers, Keylor Navas of Real Madrid and Marc-Andre ter Stegen of Barcelona. Well, Keylor Navas, pretty reliable. He's not exceptional. He doesn't make whoa saves, but it, very, very reliable, doesn't make mistakes. As for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, he makes mistakes. I mean, I remember earlier in the season against Celta Vigo, he made an absolutely comical mistake. He kicked the ball to a Celta Vigo player. Well, he tried to kick the ball out. It went to a Celta Vigo player and it rebounded back into the goal. That was so funny. And that just shows that how unreliable he can be. He can make really, really amazing saves. Like, I mean, the one in the 2015 semi-final against Bayern, where he just took it off the line where we all thought it was going in, from Lewandowski's header. But for me, Keylor Navas wins this battle. Right. The defensive battle is going to be between Sergio Ramos of Real Madrid and Gerard Piqué of Barcelona. This is not just an on-pitch rivalry. This is an off-pitch rivalry. These two are constantly having a go at each other on Twitter, on Instagram, anything. So even just this week, Sergio Ramos had to go at because Piqué was like, I mean, we all know the Real Madrid game. The referees were pretty dodgy, and Piqué started having a go at the referees, saying all sorts of things like, oh, that was a bad game and all that. Then Sergio Ramos just returned with this. So you remember the PSG game where the referees were dodgy as well? Well, he said, well, what do you think about referees in your PSG game? And that was just a perfect, savage comeback. And their rivalry is on the pitch too. For me, Sergio Ramos wins this battle. But both players are very reliable and they are very good defenders and they score important goals. But Sergio Ramos, for me, is just a better all-round defender. Right. One midfield battle, and that's going to be between Toni Kroos of Real Madrid and Andres Iniesta of Barcelona. Toni Kroos has been pretty much exceptional since he joined, Real Madrid, and what he does goes under the spotlight. He passes the ball so well. It's really amazing how well he passes the ball. When he gives away the ball, you're just like, what? So, it's just amazing. It really is amazing how good he is with the ball. And the same goes for Andres Iniesta, though he's getting old and he's becoming a bit dodgy, but he's still a world-class player. But for me, Toni Kroos wins this battle. Right, so one forward battle, I could choose between many players, but it has to be Ronaldo versus Messi. So arguably, Messi's had the better season. Okay, no, statistically, Messi has had the better season. Messi has scored 47 goals in 46 games for Barcelona this season, and Ronaldo has only scored 31 goals in 38 games. I mean, that's modest. If that was any other player in the world that had Ronaldo's numbers, they would be out of their minds. But because it's Ronaldo, he once scored 48 goals in La Liga alone in a season. I mean, that's just modest. And the same goes for Messi, who once scored 91 goals in a calendar year, breaking a record. Breaking Jared Muller's record of 89. So, I can't say any more about Ronaldo and Messi. Nobody really can. And this one's a draw for me. Right, Real Madrid won the battles 3-0, and I think Real Madrid will win this El Clasico. Real Madrid will win 2-1 and will in effect end the title race. So, alright, you guys can have a go, see what you think. Press I wherever it is. It should come up right about now, and uh, you can vote for who you think is going to win. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.